Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the chemistry class. And in my previous class, we discussed about the condition for rusting and its experimental proof. And today we'll start from the prevention from rusting. Okay. So you know that iron is the most used metal in maximum substances. Okay, that means hard substances like heavy machines, vehicles, utensils, bridges, railway equipments. Okay, we are using that iron metals. So if we do not take proper care, these iron objects form rust very easily, okay, during their using time, okay, and rusting will damage these materials and even may cause serious accidents also, okay. So the prevention of rusting of iron is very much essential. So we have to prevent the iron surface, okay, from coming in contact with water and oxygen, that means moisture and air. And we can do this by different ways, okay. First we will discuss about the painting, okay. Painting may be different types. Okay, so different processes are discussed in your book, okay, about painting. First we can do that painting with red lead. Painting with red lead. Okay, now what is red lead? Red lead is a compound that is Pb3O4. Pb3O4. Here lead is present both in +2 state as well as +4 state. Okay, you know that lead has variable valency +2 and +4. So in this case, lead presents as both +2 and +4. Okay, and red lead has been used as a pigment for primary paints for iron objects like iron parts of the vehicles, that grills, okay, of the window, okay, and vehicles. We can tell about machinery and gates, that means made of grills, okay, iron gates, okay. So even the bridges also, okay, we are using this red lead coating, okay. And what is the function? Red lead coating, okay, will prevent, okay, the iron surface to come in contact with air and moisture. Next we can do that oil paint or oil painting. After primer coating of this red lead, generally in these windows we are doing this oil painting, okay, and this paint is applied on doors, windows, okay, that are made up of iron, made up of iron, okay, where already primary coats we have already used, okay, and oil paint is a paint that generally consists of particles of pigment, okay. Pigment maybe there may be zinc oxide, there may be titanium oxide, different types of cadmium compound may be there may be organic dyes also, okay, in the different types of oil we are using, okay. Commonly we are using that linseed oil, okay, and this paint, okay, will cut the iron surface, okay, in contact of air and moisture. Hope you can understand. And this paint, okay, will help the iron surface to become rust free for long time until the painting last on iron surface. Hope you can understand what I am telling. Next one is there, that is called enamel coating. Now what is enamel coating? Enamel coating is a mixture of iron or steel with silicates. Okay, and it is generally used to coat that cooking appliances, refrigerators, etc. Next one is coal tar. Coal tar painting. All of you know about coal tar. In Bengali it is called alcatra. Okay, and generally it is used for coating the surface of the iron for the lower parts of the seats and bridges. Coal tars are generally variable and complex mixtures, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons as well as heterocyclic compounds are there. Actually, it is a mixture of 200 or more than 200 substances. Okay, and so this coal tar is preventing iron from rusting. Next, we can do that plastic coating. Okay, all of you know that plastics are iron resistant, so generally plastic coating is used, okay, to cover the steel pipelines, okay, sometimes in stands, iron stands, okay, we are using this type of plastic coating, and this is also preventing that iron surface from rusting. Hope you can understand. And next process we can use that, we can use some grease, okay, for rusting prevention, grease or oil. Okay, now what is the function of grease? Okay, so grease will also cut the moisture contact, okay, and metallic tools in machines, okay, we are machine parts we are using, okay, for protecting it rustings by applying a thin layer of grease or oils, and sometimes, okay, for make it frictionless, okay, we are using this grease, okay, to reduce the friction, understand, and to increase the stability of the machine. Next we will do that metallic coating. Metal coating or metallic coating? Metal coating. Now what is metal coating? So we have to use some metal on the iron surface, okay. If we make a coating on the iron surface, if the metal is more reactive than iron, definitely it will react, iron will not react. In this way we can prevent rusting. Now in your book some processes are there, okay. First one is galvanization. Galvanization. Okay. Now what is galvanization? It is the process of coating of zinc, okay, on the surface of the iron metal, okay, or iron articles, okay. So iron articles you have to dip in molten zinc, okay, and definitely when you take out and if you cool, definitely there will be a coating of zinc on the surface of the iron, okay, and this process is called galvanization, and by galvanization we can easily prevent rust from of iron or prevent rust from iron surfaces, okay. Now what is the function of zinc here? Zinc is more reactive than iron. If you look at the metal activity series, you will see that zinc is placed, okay, above iron. So definitely, okay, zinc will corrode or zinc reacts whatever acid or oxygen, okay, and but keep the iron surface safe from corrosion. So in this way it will work. Generally, different types of sets, that means roof sets. Okay, we are using this type of galvanization. In buckets, okay, metal buckets of iron. Okay, we are using this type of process. That means coating of zinc metal in tubes, in water pipes. Okay, that will be galvanized. Okay, now this galvanized steel, okay, we should not use for food containers, because zinc may react with the acid. Suppose in food container there is some chutney, there is some acid. Even because of decomposition of food, there may be formation of acid. So this acid will react. Okay, sometimes in food also we are using acid like vinegar. Okay, in tomato there is actually oxalic acid. So these will react with this zinc, and definitely it will form some poisonous salts. Okay, that is why we should not use this galvanized iron container, okay, for as food containers. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss the tin plating. Tin plating. Tin plating. Now tin metal is very good, okay, it is not poisonous. Okay, so whenever you are giving a coating of tin or molten tin on the surface of the iron, okay, so that will also prevent the rust. So the steels are used to make cans for packaging meat, that means food. You can use for vegetables. Okay, tin cans you can use for sweet. Okay, all of you know about the Rasgulla. Okay, that sweets shopkeepers are selling in tin containers. Okay, so this tin container you can use for or used as food containers, because this is non-toxic metal and this is also corrosion resistance. Next we will discuss about aluminium coating. Aluminium coating. We can use aluminium metal also. Okay, aluminium metal also to for coating purpose. We can generally use this for iron bridges, iron furnitures. Okay, even car bodies. Okay, for prevent rustings. And next we will discuss another process that is called alloy forming. Alloy forming. All of you know that alloy is a homogeneous mixture of metal. Okay, so iron, if you mixed with nickel, if you mixed with chromium and carbon, it will form some stainless steel. Okay, now in stainless steel, what is the composition? Stainless steel. In stainless steel, iron will be near about 73%. Okay, here chromium will be around 18%. Next, nickel is there and carbon is there. Carbon will be 1% and the rest will be the nickel. Nickel will be around, I think it will be 8%. 8%. Okay. Now this stainless steel, okay, we are using in different substances, like our utensil, food utensil, we are using this stainless steel. We are using cutlery in our medical purposes, that means surgical instruments, we are using steel. Okay, even machine parts we are using steels. Okay. Now why this composition is resistance to rust? Okay, because here chromium is more active and chromium will react with the oxygen and then it will form some protective layer. Understand? And this makes high resistance to corrosion. Okay, and there will be no rusting. So this alloy forming is another process, okay, by which you can make the metal free from rust. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss that another process that is called electroplating. Electroplating. Okay, so all of you know that there is some artificial jewelry, okay, for decorative purpose we are using, okay, that is on iron there will be coating of silver on coating of gold, okay. So electroplating is a process by which you can depositing one metal over the iron articles, okay. If you do the nickeling, okay, with the help of the nickel metal, or if you are using chromium metal, okay, for coating on the iron surface, okay, then it will become rust free, okay, and we get a very bright finish, okay. But this process is extensive. Sometimes you are using that roll gold or artificial gold, that iron surface you are coating with iron, you know, coating with gold or silver, you know that gold is noble metal, okay, it's not generally reacting, okay. In this way also you can prevent the rust. Actually here why it is called electroplating, because we are using the electricity and there will be two electrode, one will be cathode and anode. In anode we are keeping the pure metal and that will be deposited on the cathode where article is placed, okay. And in this way the electroplating process is done. Hope you can understand. And whatever we are using in our bathroom, we are using steel taps, okay, that means water taps, okay, and their surface is very much shiny, okay, very bright finish is there. This is because of this nickeling, okay. Even bicycle handles, okay, bicycle rims, bumpers, okay, of different types of cars, okay, etc., that will be coated with actually nickel or chromium, okay. In this way, okay, we can prevent rust. So we have discussed, and one thing I forget to discuss, that is the iron pillar near Qutub Minar, okay, is a notable, okay, is notable for its rust resistance composition, okay, and it has not rusted for more than 800 years, okay. So it is highlighted that the achievements of our ancient India in chemical engineering. Actually it is made up of iron mixed with high percentage of phosphorus, okay, which prevents the formation of rust or corrosion. So in this way today we have discussed the prevention from rusting, okay, how to prevent rustings by different processes. So hope you can understand, okay. Till if you have any type of confusion you can ask in your live classes. So today up to this, thank you.